Number 6, we're given that tan x is 5/3. Now, they're not necessarily telling us the angle there, but this is as good as telling us the angle. We're given the tan ratio is 5/3, and we can use that to work out whatever they want us to work out, which is cos y. They want us to work out what that is. Not y, the angle, just cos y. Okay, so if we start off by remembering what tan x is equal to, the ratio, that's the opposite divided by the adjacent. Okay, now let's see if we've been given any of those sides. For x, this would be the opposite, so we don't have the opposite, but we do have the adjacent. So we can actually work out the length BD. So opposite, all we know is that it is the length BD, divided by the adjacent, which we do know. Okay, and this is equal to 5/3. So from that, you can see that we were able to work out what BD is. So BD is equal to 5/3 times 15. Okay, and 5 lots of 15 is 75, divided by 3 is 25. Or we could do 1/3 of 15 is 5 times 5 is also 25. It's another way of thinking about it. But anyway, the length CD is BD is 25 centimeters. So I'll write that on the diagram. Okay, now we need to work out what cos y is. Now remember, cos y is equal to, cos is the adjacent over the hypotenuse. It's the ratio of the adjacent side to the hypotenuse. Now let's check if we have that. We've got the hypotenuse, 25, but over here we've been given the opposite, not what we need. We need the adjacent side. So we're going to have to use Pythagoras to work out the adjacent side here. We've got two lengths of a right angle triangle, so we can use just Pythagoras. Ignore trigonometry for a second. We're not going to need y to work out the adjacent. Okay, so the adjacent is the length CD. That's what we need to know. So CD squared is equal to 25 squared minus 24 squared. Now, if you know your Pythagorean triples, you'll recognise this one. If not, you can use your calculator. Okay, so 25 squared minus 24 squared is 49. So CD squared is 49. And CD must be 7. As I said, this is a Pythagorean triple, which means it gives nice numbers when you use Pythagoras. So this is 7. And if we then use that to work out what cos y is, that's the adjacent over the hypotenuse. Okay, so 7 over 25. And that won't simplify down, so that's our answer.